missed it. I need to record it again. Sorry. And in a few short years, they give birth to 2 new children.
Push, push, come on, come on! You can do it, push, come on! Come on! Come on, down!
It helps us to actually be able to talk. Often mental health issues are kept secret and hidden, and having music and laughing and talking to people is the best way to start the conversations that we want to have.
Just wanting to know from your perspective, how are you feeling at the moment?
It really spoke to a lot of the young people in the crowd, and it got them interested in it, and it got rid of that stigma or mental illness, or we shouldn't talk about that. When we were here today, we learnt that we should talk about it.
People don't really know how, and this sort of helps to say how to talk about it.
Young people are the target audience, and I think the value has been to involve them in being with people from other school communities as well. It gives them a voice.
Tristan, let's give Tristan a big round of applause!
I think the way that Mind Blank present things is really useful for young people. It speaks to them in their language. It also gives them an opportunity to interact.
Yes!
Like when the year advisor asked her, is there anything to say, maybe she could have said how she's feeling and asked maybe to see the school counsellor or something.
Being a bit shy, a bit standoffish, not really communicating as much as the other kids. So
I think it provides opportunities for other agencies working in the community to be aware of what is happening for adolescents.
And I want the students to know that there is a lot of support out there for them.
I've learnt about how many services are actually available, especially in a regional area. I wouldn't have expected that many services available to all of us.
The people who represent the various organisations on this committee are very passionate about their mission and what they're there to do, and that is raise the education level about mental health with young people, build resilience in those young people.
Just the actual question and answer forum was really interesting, just to get advice from professionals and people that have gone through things themselves.
She's lost reality social skills, so she just lives her life online basically. How can you help someone like that?
So being able to say to her that you still appreciate her as a friend can give a very strong message that she's still appreciated.
On average in Albury we go to about 50 mental health related incidents every month. The more police I have trained in dealing with mental illness, the better the outcome is, because they can talk and continue to reinforce that message when they're dealing with those people that they are in a safe place.
I didn't ever think that the police could be brought in on something like this. I thought they were just there to enforce the law. But obviously they're here to help with all sorts of things. Getting rid of the stigma, and reaching out to everyone, not just the people with mental illnesses, but people with just general mental health, making sure everyone's okay.
Whatever you're doing is going to take some courage. You need to be able to ask that courageous question, are you okay? And then have the courage to follow through with any actions that might follow.
We can all raise awareness. Like I said, even if it's small, we can do something in our community or school, everyone.
To use the representatives who come here as a voice to go back and encourage this to be more than a one-off, one-day event, that it becomes part of the culture of the school to be aware of mental health issues, that has to be a good thing.
The way that it's grown over the last 3 years has been the exposure, and you can't underestimate media assistance in that way. I think, and it comes back to that partnership and that committee being so strong, people on the committee with allocated jobs have been fantastic in getting the word out, contacting the media, having the media involved. So we've had more exposure, and that has brought more attention and obviously more support.
We rely on the donations of lots of government and non-government and business organisations to do that. And in this economic climate, it's not always an easy thing to do.
I would love to see this event get bigger every year.
It would have had a huge impact on me. When I was in school, I felt like I had to hide the way I felt on the inside, and the fact that there would have been a forum that we could have gone to speak about the things that we had to hide while we were at school. It would have meant everything to me to be able to come to something like this.
This type of forum could be adapted to different age groups and different people within the community, and I think it needs to happen.